My bad, y'all. The video stopped. I don't know why, but this is chapter 1, Mental Alchemy. I'm back. This is part 2. Unfortunately, we have to have a part 2 because I was in mid conversation and then the video stopped. But the difference between the mental alchemist and the person that's bitching and complaining is that the mental alchemist is like, okay, well, I only have $1.50 in my bank account. What can I do with it? They go to the gas station. Okay, they buy a lighter. It's $1.50, right? On the dot, right? Okay, cool. Might be a little lesser than that, right? But they buy it nonetheless, right? And then they walk around and they say, hey, 50 cents towards a puff, 50 cents of a light. So whoever's smoking, whether it's weed or whatever it is, that don't matter. They're paying because a lot of people don't carry lighters all the time, right? So by the time they know, they got $12, $13, $14 already. They might have even made more than that because a lot of people smoke, right? But a lot of people don't keep lighters on their person either. You see what I'm saying? So they use their consciousness, they use their mental, they seen that $1.50 left in their account, and then they created more, expanded more on their financial abundance. That's mental alchemy. That's the mental alchemist versus the person that's like, oh, okay, I only see $1.50 in my bank account. So I'm just gonna sit here, bitch, complain, panic, cry, not do anything. Because like I said, you have to have a form of understanding, and control over your mental. The other person don't have that. So they complain, so they gonna bitch, so they sitting in the same position. You see what I'm saying? They can't come up to a conclusion. God in the universe, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, can't even give them a download to receive a form of information because they're not in a state of receiving any form of messages because they're in a bitch energy right now. They're in a complaining energy right now. They're in a complaining mindset right now. You see what I'm saying? So they could never create the same magic, the magician, the same mental alchemy, the mental alchemist of, okay, I got $1.50. I buy an item. I make more money off of it. Let me create a way to make more money off of it. That's mental alchemy. So you have to know how to control your mind state. Because where the mind go, the body go. Your thoughts create your reality. The reality that the person that complains, what did they create? Just stress, sorrow, sadness. So they still got $1.50 in their account. But the mental alchemists, they said, you know what? I got $1.50, but I'm about to figure some shit out. I'm about to make something shake. And they did. You see what I'm saying? So that's the difference. You have to have control over your thoughts, which means you can't let external things control your mindset. Regardless of what people saying, you cannot let them control your mindset. No matter what the radio's saying, no matter what the news is saying, no matter what the music that you're listening to is saying, if it changes your programming and your wiring within your consciousness, then you cannot perform mental alchemy properly and you can't manifest the magician and use the tools that you have around you properly. Because your mind is going to be in different frequency, vibrations, and energies of whatever said song that you listen to or whatever person you listening to. It's like, I can give you another example. Let's say you want to buy a house, right? And you get around this particular family member or friend, coworker, don't matter. And they sit there and they say, well, you got to make sure you have enough money for a down payment. Do you have enough money for a down payment? Do you have enough money for this? So they're already putting you in if you really care about what the fuck they say, right? They're already putting you in a conscious mind state of feeling like, or thinking, well, more so thinking like, damn, maybe I don't got enough. Maybe I don't got enough saved up. Maybe I don't. Maybe you just now starting, but you just throwing that ideal out there because this is somebody that you confide into. But they're already putting you in a lower level vibration just off of what they saying. Because words cast spells if you don't know how to protect yourself properly. So when they're doing that, now you moving like, oh shit, I'll never get this house. I'll never get this house. And then sooner or later, you start attracting that. Years and years go by. You still ain't got that house. Years and years go by. You still ain't got that house. Decade after decade. You still ain't got that house. Just off of that simple thing that one person motherfucking said. This is why you have to have full control over your mind state. I'm not saying you shouldn't listen to people. I'm not saying you shouldn't take people's advice. But what I'm saying is you got to cut the naysayers out. As long as you putting in the work, the magician, you putting in the mental vibration, the consciousness, you changing your consciousness, the alchemy part of it, and you're using the tools that is around you, the tools that are around you to create your Garden of Eden on this physical plane. It's Mental Alchemy 101. This was part 2. I'm sorry, y'all, that the video was cut off. I don't know why. I don't know why my phone did that, but it's your boy Dom Plutonian. It's chapter 1, Mental Alchemy, part 2. Peace. Till next time, y'all.